Good afternoon, everybody. It's Glenn Kellaway here from the basement. Exciting day today. New releases, vinyl finds, CD finds. I got it all. Let's get started. Two new releases, relatively new, I guess. I'm not quite sure when exactly the date they came out, sometime in the last few weeks, but blown away by both of these. Really exciting. First, for any Rush fans out there, you probably already know about it. Alex Lifeson is involved in a new project with. I'm not sure outside of Canada if this gentleman's well known, but Andy Curran, who was the bass player in Coney Hatch. Andy and Alex, I guess, are been friends for years, and they've been working together on some stuff. And Andy discovered this female singer. Her name is Maya. Oh Lord, help me here. Maya Wynn. It's spelled Maiah. Wynn, Wynne. So they've been so impressed with her vocals and her writing that they did a project together, and it is called Envy of None. Now, I wasn't sure what to expect in this. I bought it just because of the people involved in the project. And I watched an interview with Alex Lifeson on YouTube, a recent interview where he talked about the project. So I didn't know what to expect musically at all. I'm a bit surprised, actually. First of all, Maya Wynn is the star of this album. She has an amazing voice, great lyrics. I mean, a superstar in the making as far as I'm concerned. I can understand why Alex wanted to get involved with this project. The music is not Rush like in the least. There might be one song where you kind of go, okay, a guitar maybe, but no, it's haunting, atmospheric, dramatic. It's just I struggled before I did this video to actually be able to give you a good indication of what this music sounds like, so you be tell if you'd be interested or not. All I can do is tell you to check it out. Amazing, amazing record. I wish I would have bought the vinyl now because I'm loving this, and it sounds really good. Yeah, the lyrics are great. Her singing is outstanding. I absolutely love it. Check this album out, Envy of None. I give this a 10 out of 10. Right now, my record of the year. I thought last week I was blown away by the new Red Hot Chili Peppers. I know old time Chili Peppers fans are kind of hit and miss on it, but for me being not a huge Chili Peppers fan, I was pretty excited by that one. And I thought, oh man, this is my record of the year, but blows it away. And I love the Chili Peppers album, Envy of None. Check it out. Fantastic album. Secondly, I'm in a record store this morning. The reason I was in there, because tomorrow, I forgot it was Good Friday tomorrow, so the stores are closed. But I have the new Rush reissue for moving pictures on order from Rush's website, and then I thought, am I gonna have to wait days and days and days to get this? Typically you do when you order from the band's website. So I went into Sam the Record Man in Belleville, Ontario, and said, "Are you guys getting this in?" And he reminded me it was Good Friday tomorrow, and actually he's not getting the deluxe set that I bought. I bought a 5 album set. So all's well that ends well. I just left it. But while I was in the store, I'm overhearing Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. And I'm going, that's Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, but that's not Led Zeppelin. Listening some more, I'm going, that's not Led Zeppelin, but it sounds really good. So I walked over to the front counter where they have the now playing thing. It's this. Bethhart, a tribute to Led Zeppelin. This ever good too. I had to buy it. And so they did this tribute album. I guess I got to turn on another light here because, of course, I don't wear my glasses when I need to read. But Beth Hart, and then I guess her partner in crime, who plays guitar, his name's Rob Cavallo. And anyway, they both made little notes, a few words about the project. And I love Beth's thing. Excuse me for looking away from you here. She says, they just talk about it. I can't read it, unfortunately. But just great renditions of these songs. Here's the song list. Track one, Whole Lot of Love. Then Kashmir, Stairway to Heaven, The Crunge, and then a medley of Dancing Days and When the Levee Breaks, which amazingly sound pretty good together. I'll talk about it in a minute. Black Dog, No Quarter, Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You, Good Times, Bad Times, The Rain Song. Beth Hart has a very distinctive voice, and it works well with these songs. I think it works famously. Um, the guitar is heavier than on the Zeppelin albums. That's one thing you notice right away. Same, they stay true to the arrangements, so there's no messing around here. But it just sounds punchier, if you can believe that, punchier than Led Zeppelin. But songs like Stairway to Heaven, there's more. There's almost like more separation in music because you hear like a flute or something in a part of it, or just before, after he says, before it goes into Jimmy Page's lead break, there's like an orchestra thing that comes. It's just, it's so well done. This is fantastic. If you're a Zeppelin fan, check this out, man. I love it. Beth Hart, a tribute to Led Zeppelin. Fantastic. Dancing Days and When the Levee Breaks, I was going to talk about that. So they go into Dancing Days. Like I said, stay true to the arrangement. And then at the end of Dancing Days, there's like a kind of an orchestrated thing. And then you get the heavy drums coming in at the start of When the Levee Breaks. And it melds perfectly together. It sounds great. But I am really high on this album. So two great new releases. Check them out. Envy of None and Bethhart, a tribute to Led Zeppelin. Okay, I have been on a David Bowie kick. You know, my great friend Larry Graves and I do this CD exchange on Larry's channel, the Canadian Stud Muffin. We get together every couple of weeks. We exchange 5 CDs that the other person hasn't heard before, and then we come back and review them. And it's been so rewarding. If you just watch the latest episodes that Larry uploaded this week, you'll notice Larry made a special mention of how many CDs he's purchased as a result of me turning him on to music. It's reciprocated. I have probably purchased at least 7, 8 different albums that I wouldn't have had in my collection if it wasn't for this exchange. And so Larry's kind of got me on a David Bowie kick. I got it on myself, actually. But I know Larry's a big fan, so I've been kind of leaning on him a bit. So I read just finished reading a biography on Bowie, and I've always been a fan of Ziggy Stardust and that earlier period. I'm a big Mick Ronson fan. But in the last CD exchange, Larry lent me Low. Now, I had never heard Low before, but man, I always thought Ziggy Stardust was the classic Bowie album. This is right up there with it. So I am loving this. And then from there, I've just gone absolutely crazy at used CD stores and picking up Bowie stuff. So here's what I've grabbed so far. Scary Monsters and Creeps, Low, the other part of the Berlin Trilogy, Heroes, Pin-Ups, his covers album, Lodger, which I listened to yesterday. That's a weird listen. I got to listen to this again. My mind's not made up on that one. And I had this record back when it came out and was one of my favorite Bowie albums, Station to Station, and I haven't heard it for years, probably decades. And I bought Station to Station, and boy, I immediately remembered why I liked it so much. This is up there too as one of my favorite Bowie albums. So I've got those to listen to. The UCD store also had a Marillion album. The Marillion CD that I have is Fear, and I don't have any others. People are always telling me to get an album with Fish on it, and I ended up with this one, Misplaced Childhood. Interesting album. It's pretty good. It's the vocals for some reason remind me of Phil Collins. Is that, somebody tell me I'm an idiot if I am. not a couple of the songs that started off weren't really impressing me that much, but by the end of the album, it builds and there's some great guitar and stuff in it. It's a pretty good album. I think it's really going to grow on me. So, Marillion, Misplaced Childhood, and some vinyl. You always got to get vinyl. I picked up, so last weekend on the live chat on Larry's channel, I mentioned Sparks' Indiscreet album because I saw that it was available used in Belleville. It's 20 minutes from us, 10 minutes from us, and for $10. And it's an album that I think is not that readily available on vinyl, so I went and picked it up. Sparks Indiscreet. This is one of Larry's favorites, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. I haven't played it yet. I just cleaned it yesterday. Hopefully, I'll get around to it today. While I was there, I grabbed a couple of early Genesis albums because I'm still trying to get my head around some of that early Genesis stuff. Foxtrot on the famous Charisma label. These albums are in excellent shape. I paid like $7 for them. And Nursery Crime, which I am familiar with. I have Foxtrot and Nursery Crime on CD, so I knew I didn't hate them, but not loving them as much as Genesis fans do, that's for sure. On the Philips label. So I think this is a German pressing, actually. So it sounds really good. Yesterday, when I picked up a couple of those Bowie and that Marillion, I found a couple albums. Gary Brooker, who recently passed away, the vocalist from Procol Harum, he put out some solo stuff. And I had this album before when I sold off my vinyl, the great vinyl sell-off of 2010 or whatever it was. Anyway, Gary Brooker, No More Fear of Flying. This actually isn't too bad an album. Yeah, very cool. Pete Sinfield, from who wrote a lot of the lyrics for early King Crimson, and then had quite a career in the prog field. He co-wrote a lot of the songs on this album with Gary. So, good album. And one I'm really excited about because, you know, I'm a bluegrass guy, and there's nothing better than flat-picking acoustic guitar, and there's nobody better at flat-picking acoustic guitar than Doc Watson and his son Merle. Look at this album. It's called the Guitar Album. It is instrumental work. Merle was a genius at slide guitar playing, and Doc, as a flat picker, has no equals. It's on the Flying Fish label, original pressing. I believe this album was originally released in like 1981 or 82. Haven't played it yet. Dying to play it. I'm a big Doc Watson fan. So yeah, that's everything I got. So I'm pretty pumped. Please, the reason I did this video was to show you guys these. Please don't run to your store and buy them. Run to Amazon and buy them. Do what you ever have to do. Thank me later, because they are both incredible CDs. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Live chat Sunday with Larry on the Canadian Stud Muffin channel. Take care.